Hey folks, thanks for stopping by. This is 99. I wanted to give a quick update on the barrel chop job that I did on my wife's Browning BPS 20 gauge shotgun. I'll give a close up here on my finished work there. What I'm going to do is give you a quick look at the original barrel, which is here. And to my eyes, I think the custom work at the top looks a little more finished and looks better to me than the original one does. Okay, see if I can turn these around to where you can kind of see. Now with this job, one thing that you lose is the choke. And she's not a hunter. This is primarily for home defense that she wants to learn to operate and run this shotgun. So losing the choke is not that big of a deal for her or myself. Okay, so what I've seen with a lot of these videos of guys doing barrel chops is that they use tools such as bandsaws and hacksaws and other methods. But I used what I knew how to use and what I had. I had a metal chop saw that I used for metal fabrication here in my shop at home. So I just thought it was important to make sure that the blade was as square as possible to get a good finish cut on that. And so what I also did was I broke out some finished tools such as my Dremel, which this is a very important tool for a lot of different projects that you may need, small, intricate, detail work. This tool is worth every dollar. And so I also invested in an accessory kit. I forget what I paid for it, but it's very useful for all kinds of projects and different applications, whether it be your sanders or also small cutoff wheels, buffers and grinders and everything. So that came into play here at the vented rib at the top where the cut was made here. And I used some of the grinders. Actually, I went at an angle with my belt sander, and it's bench mounted with the belt sander just to get that angle at the top. The wife specifically requested that angle there. And so I used that to get that angle, and then used the Dremel tools to deburr and do such a kind of a finish job on the angles before I painted it. So it's important also to explain that once I cut the barrel, now you have this unfinished part at the end here. And what I did was I used this blue painter's tape, the same way I used it to outline the length of the barrel where I was going to cut. I used the same tape just to leave about an eighth, if not a 16th of an inch exposed on the end of the barrel. That would leave just enough space on there that I could use a spray paint, a satin spray paint, to finish that off to make sure that it didn't leave any of that metal exposed. It's just another, I know you're not supposed to point the barrel at the audience, so let me make sure I back off there and give you just an angled look. Okay. So by no means am I a professional. By no means am I saying that this is the best way to do this. This is just the way I did it. So the shotgun went from a 28 a massively long 28-inch shotgun to now to still legal 20-inch shotgun. And I think it has a lot more balance to the length. Just a final shot there. So let me know what you think. If you've done this, show some pictures of yours or videos, tag me in it so I can watch those. Or let me know what you think in the comments below, what you would have done different, and maybe some tips on the next project. Appreciate that. Laters.